The Lockdown Buckeyes host is ready to join us and talk a little top 5 matchup comes Saturday night.
Hey,
what's up,
there's
Jay?
There's our man. Hey, what's up, Jay?
Jay.
What's up, guys? What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
Great. Great.
That was great. That was well timed.
I was like, me. That was me.
Like hip-hop.
If the Buckeyes lose to Notre Dame, do we fire Ryan Day? What happens?
This guy.
No. Let's not go out here and start the show like this. Boy.
Come on!
No, you don't fire Brian Dave after he loses
I'm kidding.
game,
I'm kidding.
But there are many questions we would have.
What are they going to win by? I know it's a 17.5-point spread. I have a hunch, and I don't bet first week of any sport, but I have a hunch that this is going to be a big-time number, a big blowout, because from everything I'm hearing from Columbus, the players have taken the coaches' comments very, very personal, and they want to make a statement, and they want to do it against Notre Dame. Do you see a big score here?
I don't. It's week 1. This is the first time they played anybody outside of themselves since last season. I think the spread is way too large, and of course these bet online and these sportsbooks are trying to make money. 17.5 points to me, especially week 1, number 5 team in the country you're playing against, it's just too large to me. Now, I might be the only person or one of the few that thinks that, but it's week 1. You're going up against guys in Notre Dame who are trying to prove something, and they're going to do everything they can in the horseshoe Saturday night to stop the Buckeyes and to keep it a close game. I am not going with the spread. The big number or big blowout you're thinking, I would not agree with that one at all.
Yeah, but Jay, you know Notre Dame gets overvalued and overrated going into every season. They're always overranked. Don't you think?
Everyone says that.
Yeah,
everyone says that, but then at the end of the day, aren't they still winning 10 games a season?
Yeah,
aren't
but every time they play somebody, they get whacked.
That's true. They do get crushed by most good teams.
They do, but at the same time, it's still Notre Dame. It's still the helmet. I have more respect for Notre Dame than a lot of people out there. So I get like it's the helmet. It's Notre Dame. They do this in the postseason. They do that. I still value this team. I still value the opponent. I still respect Notre Dame a lot. Like I said, a lot more than probably a lot of people that are on shows and things like that, just because I think Notre Dame's a really good team. The one downfall is they have a new head coach who's going into a place that he used to play. And so I wonder how Marcus Freeman handles this environment. He's made a statement recently, or he got a lot of clicks. He's emotionless right now, but I ended up kind of doing some search and talking to some people, and they were like, no, there's emotion there, but he's tired of answering the same question 1,000 ways over and over and over. So no, I'm sure he's going to be full with emotion, but I think that will hurt them at one point, because this is his first time coaching in a regular season game. You just don't know what to expect in these moments if you're a first-time head coach.
Well, I say this. The reason why I think people are down a little bit, and we could pinpoint why on Notre Dame is, I could go back and look at all these college football games. Who's your quarterback? Who's your coach? And so if you got a first-year coach and a quarterback that has not really done much, I think I would take the offense of Ohio State. Maybe they may start off slow, but you got Travion Henderson. You already understand what you got at receiver. And just the waves of talent keep coming at you. It may be close. I think this game may be close, first half. Second half, I think Ohio State talents take over, because I just don't think Notre Dame in this game can score enough points. What is their, I guess, game plan to try to stay and keep this game close if you're Notre Dame?
So if I'm Notre Dame's offense, I like it like it was the quarterbacks and offenses and the opposing teams that were playing Peyton Manning. I'm a Colts fan, so when Peyton Manning was playing, you automatically knew you had to find a way to keep your offense on the field so Peyton Manning was on the sidelines. It's going to be the same thing with this Buckeye offense. If Notre Dame is not having long drives, if they're not having drives that take up 10, 12, 13 plays and putting points on the board as well, that's if you're 3 and out, if you're the Notre Dame offense, that's not a formula to win. That's a formula to get blown out. And so they have to find a way to sustain drives. I'm curious to see how the chess match is in the first half. I like what I'm hearing about the Ohio State defense, but I have to see them do something. I've heard about how it's going to be aggressive, and these players have stepped up, and these players should have big years. I need to see it, because if they flop early, and if the lights are too bright for them early on week 1 of this season, that could be what the Notre Dame offense wants and needs to put points on the board early to at least keep the game close.
Jay, you're being awfully quiet over there, and I know you. I know you have thoughts on blowout, close game, Notre Dame wins, Ohio State wins. I'm I'm anxious to hear what your thoughts are.
I think it will be kind of lopsided.
Yeah.
I agree with the Notre Dame's overrated. They're always overrated. Horseshoe at night, Ohio State's always ready to play. I mean, I covered that team for 10 years.
Student sections will have at least 2 pops in them.
Oh, yeah.
Each one.
Yeah.
At least 2.
It'll be. Yeah, I disagree with you, Jay. I do think it's going to be. I'm with these guys. I think it's going to be lopsided. But first game
We'll
out,
see.
you're right. You never know.
He's following the team more closely than we are. Hey, Jay, last thing. Will Ohio State lose a game in the regular season at all?
I think they will, honestly. I think that there's a 5-game stretch where I think at the end of that stretch they end up playing Penn State. I do think that's probably going to be one of the tougher games. Just because of the physicality, man. You're playing Wisconsin, Iowa, Michigan State in a 4-game stretch. You have Rutgers in there, which should just be like they should destroy Rutgers. But I do think that game against Penn State, it is a road game. I think that game is going to be really, really tricky for Ohio State this year. I kind of pinpoint that one as being the one loss for the Buckeyes in the regular season.
Yeah, that's a tricky one for sure.
Are you worried about them falling asleep at the switch during the Notre Dame game because they're thinking about week 3 at Toledo or against Toledo? That's going to be a matchup for the ages, isn't it?
Trap game.
Is it?
No, not at all.
They're not in their heads? The Rockets aren't in their heads? I like to hear
I
that.
think there's something to that conspiracy.
Hey, Jay, do you think that the players are holding on to Freeman's comments about Ohio State that he made after he took the job at Notre Dame, and even some things that he may have said afterwards? I'm hearing that those comments are what's fueling this passion for Ohio State and why they want to go out there and really hang a number.
Yeah, I think they are. At the same time, I don't think you should need those coach comments to fuel you for this game. It's the helmet. It's the number 5 team in the country. It's in prime time. It's week 1. I think that they're holding on to those, and I kind of agree. If I was a player, I would use everything in my power, everything I can find to try to fuel me. But I wouldn't think I shouldn't need those things to fuel me because it's football. We're playing football. Right. It's week 1, and you are Ohio State. Like, everybody knows what Ohio State stands for, and everybody knows what Ohio State's expectations are every single year. It's Ohio State. So you shouldn't need those things to fuel you, but absolutely, I believe the players are using that to fuel them, and it could be some fuel to the fire as I hope a few Buckeye players bust some heads on Saturday night.
All right, Jay Stevens, great
Jay.
to see you. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. Enjoy the game.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Jay Stevens of our